him, for pity's sake! Brother Cadfael, what have you brought?
More pine in poppy, but with hemlock. One thimbleful may dull the pain.
Nothing dulls the pain.
But take great care, Judith. 2 thimbles full, and the pain will be dulled. Forever.
O God, whose nature is ever to show mercy and forbearance, we humbly entreat thee for the soul of thy servant, Edward Pearl, who at thy bidding has departed from this life. A benefactor of the abbey, he died shriven of his sins. Therefore do not deliver him into the enemy's hands, or put him out of mind forever, but bid thy holy angels welcome him and lead him home to paradise. Ut quia in te speravit et creditit, non poenas inferni sustineat, sed gaudia aeterna possideat. Per Dominum nostrum omnipotentem.
Amen.
Fidelium Deus omnium conditor et redemptor. Animabus famulorum famularumque tuarum remissionem cunctorum tribue peccatorum. Ut indulgentiam quam semper optaverunt.
A pretty notion.
A pretty woman. And available again.
Do you still feel the heat at your age, Master Fuller?
Oh, I think I can offer her more than you, Master Hind.
She has wealth enough, but I doubt you could satisfy her other needs.
I'll show her.
No, because I'll be there before you. Father?
Fratres, noliumus vos ignorare de dormientibus, ut non contristemini sicut et
Bertrand, are you also in the race?
Aye, sir. I am just a weaver.
But would like to weave with Mistress Pearl, no doubt.
Perhaps she will marry the master. Will be convenient.
Her cousin Miles? She will not marry a blood relative. Leads to madness.
Shh. As my dear father says. Shh.
Amen.
Sadness becomes her, but she'll soon be ripe for the plucking.
Master Fuller?
Yeah, well, take some more of them. Right, got it now then. Over here, need another three over here.
I own a dye house in Fullingworks.
Yes, I know.
Your workshop here makes the finest cloth.
I know that, too.
Well, my business and your business, put together, run together, would become a power in the Shire, let alone the town. You would stand to gain as much as I, in terms of wealth, at least.
Thank you, Branwen. You may go. Yes, mistress.
Besides, would I make such a repulsive husband? True, I value money, but I also value appearance. Even refinement. I would see to it that my wife was as handsomely adorned as any in the county.
I have no desire to be adorned.
Then merely think, if we could bring the whole trade together in our hands...
I do not propose to marry again.
You cannot cling to the past forever, Judith. No matter how fragrant.
Master Fuller, I would discuss the colors you are to use on the new cloth.
Are you master here? No? Then pray, wait your mistress's bidding.
I am more master, sir, than you will ever be.
Mistress Pearl? Oh, am I proceeded with a fat old man today? No matter.
At least I caught the lady on equal terms, Master Hind. I do not sniff after her wealth. I do not have a father who's refused to pay my debts.
And I have never left a woman wanting where it matters most.
Stop! Stop! Why should I not cling to the past, to Edward, if you are the future? I shall have none of you. None of you.
Go on, then. Back to work. Mind your business. Go on.
Miles! Miles! Why do you allow that Godfrey Fuller to be always here?
He dyes our cloth, Mother.
He pursues Judith. What if she should marry him?
She will not marry.
Because her heart is still with Edward, can she mourn forever?
We have had little chance to speak, Brother Cadfael, since Edward died. Did I do wrong?
You sought to spare him torture.
But to foreshorten life, some would call that murder, would they not?
We can never be certain the potion took his life. He was going to die. With or without it, the illness was too far gone.
But he did not ask to die. If only he could have asked and let me know it was not just I who could bear it no longer.
Judith, you loved Edward as few men are ever loved. Now, if God is just...
Love does not excuse everything.
No, but when we have found it, and been as blessed as you and Edward were, let us not deny its worth.
If Edward sees me now...
He will understand. And love you still.
I must move from here. It has too many memories. I shall live at our workshop with Cousin Miles and Aunt Agatha.
And this house?
Be it known to all, present and future, that I, Judith, widow of Edward Pearl, being in full health of mind, by this charter give to God and the Abbey of the Monks of Shrewsbury my dwelling called the Rose House, together with its garden. In return, the monks of Shrewsbury undertake to pray for my late husband's soul until the day of judgment. They also undertake to make annual payment during my lifetime of 1 rose from the white rose bush that grows in the garden of the Rose House. That single rose to be delivered to me, Judith Pearl, upon the 1st day of each July, in remembrance of my husband.
It is a nonsense, of course, this rose rent. But such are the whims of women.
Not unreasonable as far as the Abbey is concerned, Brother Jerome. Rose petals in exchange for a sturdy house, which can command a sturdy rent when a tenant is placed in it.
We have also prayed a whole year now, Brother Prior, for the widow's dear departed husband, and I, for one, have done so gladly. Such an untimely death.
No death is untimely, Brother Oswin, if it is God's will.
I suppose, Brother Cadfael, being expert in matters horticultural, it'll be your job to sally forth today and present the first rose to the lady.
No, Father Abbot has given that task to the one who's been tending the rose so diligently, Brother Ellewick.
Ah! Well, I trust that he is more skilled with a pruning hook than with a razor.
Do I take it straight away, brother?
Yes, Elric, straight away.
What is this, Master Niall?
My house rent to the abbey. That is what you came for, is it not?
Well, no. We came for the rose that we must pay Mistress Pearl.
Take it anyway. It is the due day.
Do you know, it's so strange to see this house as a workshop. For Judith Pearl and her husband, it was such a haven. Have you met Mistress Pearl?
I have seen her.
But you are content here, Master Niall, hmm? I mean, you have no complaint that Father Abbot, as your landlord, should attend to?
No complaint, brother. If I am left to do my work.
Cousin Judith, what is your opinion of this new wool?
It is good, Miles. Edward would have approved. But you do not need me to tell you that.
Judith, how much longer are you going to cut yourself off from us? This is your future.
Come in, brother.
Mind your work, Bertrand, or I'll have your insolent eyes put out.
Brother Elric, is it not?
Yes, mistress. I brought you your first rent.
Oh. Thank you. And how fares my rose bush?
It is well, my lady. I tend it with great care.
I'm sure you do. Can I offer you some refreshment?
No, thank you. I must return to the abbey.
Well, until next year, then.
Is the lady well, brother?
As well as she might be.
In her widow's loneliness. Fear not, comfort is at hand.
Leave her, sir.
She's been left a full year. Longer is a waste.
It will do no good. Her heart is given.
To whom?
Why, to her husband still.
There's no warmth in loving the dead. And Mistress Pearl is no more carved in marble than I. Who are you? Is that the truth of it, holy brother? You have stirrings for her also?
No.
Speak truth. Does she not make your vows hard to bear?
No!
Which part of her draws your eyes the most? Her lovely neck? Her shapely breasts? Well, I thought to fight the town for her, but not some tormented soul in skirts. Go home and pray, boy.
Oh, Brother Cadfael, I feel such guilt. Worse than when I eased Edward to his rest. Godfrey Fuller, Thomas Hind, I despise and detest, but they are not the whole truth. Sometimes other men, even Brother Elric, as he stood before me with the first rose, there was a warmth that shames me before my husband's memory.
Judith, your guilt is that Edward died and you did not. That you are still as you were before. A woman with much to give and to be given in return. That doesn't alter what you shared with Edward. It betrays no trust.
If only I could know God's will for me in all this, brother.
Almighty God, let the soul of thy servant Edward Pearl have entrance to the company of thy saints. Almighty God, let the soul of thy servant Edward Pearl have entrance to the company of thy saints. Almighty...
I'm sorry to have been so long in bringing you custom, Master Niall. This girdle, I have lost the buckle. Can you make a new one to match?
Delicate work, but I dare say within my scope.
Does your business thrive in our town?
Well enough. Thank you. I was told of your loss. I'm sorry for it.
And I for yours, your wife.
3 years now since she died. Time to forget.
Do you wish to?
The past is past. We cannot bring it back or change it. We have this moment. That is all. To do good or ill with.
Oh, Brother Cadfael, thank the holy saints you're here.
Well, I'm here, boy, because you summoned me.
The rose bush. It's sickly. You just see how it browns and blackens. Tainted by my unworthy thoughts about Mistress Pearl, brother. I mean, hard though I struggle, I can think of nothing else. And the fault's all mine, not hers. God reads my heart and displays my corruption, so I defile what I touch.
Elric, you use extravagant terms for feelings that are wholly human and natural.
Brother, I beg of you, release me from this duty. And the lady's there in the house, release me.
That is for Father Abbot, not for me.
But I shall found her.
You will not found her. But I shall speak to Father Abbot. Clearly your sufferings are great, even though your sins are not. And for today at least, you shall be excused. So, go and make confession if you must.
Thank you, Brother Cadfael. Thank you.
Is Brother Elric unwell, Brother Cadfael?
He will recover.
Sweet lady, remember me kindly.
Are you awake, Brother Cadfael?
No. But I am out of bed. Matting's increasingly becomes my least favorite office.
Silence! Are we all present?
No, Brother Prior, we are not.
When did you find him?
Not half an hour ago, Father. I was out at Pooley last night. I have a married sister who lives there. Was late home, went straight to bed.
came out here into the garden at daybreak and...
But you've touched nothing?
No, brother. Why should I? He was clearly dead.
You've informed my Lord Berenger?
I've sent word, yes.
There was rain in the night. Did anyone mark when it ceased? I sleep far too well. I never heard.
About midnight, as I left Pooley.
Well, then what happened here was after that. The front of his habit is dry, save for his blood.
Poor, tormented child. We failed him fatally. His disease was worse than we knew.
Disease, Father?
He begged to be relieved of the task I placed on him, delivery of the rose rent. He had confessed an involuntary love for Mistress Pearl. And from love to despair, well, it is but a short step further to the most unholy of temptations.
To destroy himself, Father Abbot? We are to condemn him as a suicide?
Brother Cadfael knows the measure of his desperation. And there lies the knife beside Eleric's hand.
Beside his hand, Father Abbot, not in it. And Eleric carried no knife.
Does that prove him innocent of taking his own life? Of sending himself to hell? And this abbey into shame and dishonor?
Look closely at his fingers. See, there's soil on them, but there's no blood. And the knife is bloody to the hilt. He never held this knife. Therefore, he didn't kill himself. No, he certainly came here of his own will, secretly, at night, to look one more time upon the roses.
But there were two men here, not one. And the other one killed Elric.
I'm sorry. I have strong arms, but a weak stomach.
Violent death is always shocking, and so it should be.
I've heard you're more than just a holy brother.
I serve God.
Or try to. What more is there?
I travel sometimes with my trade. Your reputation is far-flung. If this is murder...
Then I will seek the truth, yes. As will Hugh Berenger, of course.
A great wickedness to kill a holy man.
Tragic, certainly, but wicked? Until we know why Elric was killed, we cannot judge. Sometimes alarm or terror can result in such a lunge. In that moment, an honest man becomes a murderer. You do not recognize this knife?
No, brother.
There's a space here.
Now there is not.
Hugh, look here. Someone has climbed this vine since the rain. A boot has scratched the bark. Here, do you see? And left soil in the scratch marks. And here, a fine, deep boot print. A little warm wax and a steady hand, and we have him by the heel.
You will not find that they match, brother. Would I climb over my own wall any more than I would leave the knife lying in my own garden?
Well, whether he would or not, we need to melt some candle ends.
Brother Eleric loved me. That is what you were saying. Against his vows of modesty, chastity, obedience, my whim has caused his death.
A stab wound to the heart has caused his death. That, and only that, is clear.
If it were not for the rose rent, he would be alive now. If it were not for me, he would be alive now. I am not safe to be at large in this world. Even the rose itself tells me. See how it has the look of decay and death about it? An end to the rose rent That is what God is saying. An end.
Mistress, I have your girdle. It is mended.
Ah, my girdle is mended. Well, all is well, then. All is well.
Mistress, please. I will visit you later.
Libera nos a porta inferi, Dominus vobiscum. Dominus vitae dator et humanorum corporum reparator, paradisi amernitate confoveri jubeas. Amen.
There it is, Cadfael.
Hugh! See how the grass here has been disturbed.
Stop! Brother Cadfael.
Forgive me, Father. I mean no disrespect. He may be washed presently.
Smell his fingers. Got the earth on his hands. Smell it.
It is the same.
Yes.
Because these fingers were clawing away at the earth and the grass around the rose bush.
Elric was right, and I took no notice. The rose was dying, though not through any act of God. White lead, Brother Prior. The rose was poisoned. And I suspect poor Elric disturbed the poisoner.
Well, well. Was that the bronzesmith seeing our Mistress Pearl home?
Why? Do you fear a common tradesman?
Oh, I fear no one, Master Hind, least of all you. Things are said fair. Judith is a lady of great sensitivity. Could she continue with the rose rent when it is stained with blood? Surely not. Indeed, she may well now be prepared, at last, to look elsewhere for comfort. Though not to a penniless young cockerel.
Mistress, sad news about the Holy Brother.
It is indeed, Bertrand. But who would kill a rose bush, Brother Cadfael?
You thought yourself it was a sign from God. And that also, I judge, was the purpose, to turn you away from the rose rent and from the past.
But who?
You are desired by many.
Well, that will soon be at an end. Come in.
Beg pardon, mistress. Sister Magdalene is here.
Thank you, Branwen. Show her in.
Mistress Pearl, I am pleased to meet you.
And I you, sister. I believe you are acquainted with Brother Cadfael.
Indeed. I trust you are well, brother?
Yes, thank you, sister.
Though I came via the abbey, there is much distress there.
Which I share deeply.
Yes, I'm sure. Forgive me then if this is the wrong moment.
No, no. There never was a better moment, sister. The cloister is all the more attractive to me now than it was when I first began to think of it. The world had seemed a waste. My living in it, pointless. But now that I have caused a death...
The cloister?
At least I would be safe at the convent at Godric's Ford, would I not, brother? If, as you say, there has been a studied use of poison as well as violent murder.
You seek not just stability and purpose, then, but also refuge.
From myself, most of all, sister. To have a vocation elsewhere would be most welcome.
But you clearly have no such vocation. Or you wouldn't have said it would be welcome.
No, it is not enough just to escape from the world outside or from yourself. You must be on fire for the world within.
Were you then, brother?
Well, I came late to it, certainly, and it may be that my fire burned somewhat dully, but it gave me light enough to see the road I wanted.
And you, sister? Was it a passion for you? I have heard otherwise.
No, it was not.
Well, why must it be so for me, then?
We were both running towards, not away. But in truth, I'm no example to any woman. I sought a new occupation after many years as mistress to a nobleman. And I was past my prime, but you are not.
No, I am not, though I devoutly wish I were.
However, if you truly need a place of peace and safety, and time to think and rest and recover lost courage, then come to us without vows, and I will keep the door barred against the world until you see fit to venture out again.
On those terms, it could be wise.
Now? May I come with you now, sister? I do not fear danger here, brother, and I would be at peace.
I return to Godric's Ford tomorrow. Speak with me then, and we shall see.
Thank you.
Bertrude, what's to happen to me if the mistress goes off to be a nun?
Shouldn't mind that much. I'd rather that than see her marry someone else. I'd make do with second best.
But the business here, what would happen to that?
You're going out, cousin?
To the abbey.
At this hour? For what purpose?
To tear up my charter, which can as well be done by candlelight as daylight.
You're taking back the Rose House?
Take back what I gave to God? No, I merely make the gift unconditional of roses. No more rose rent, and we may hope for no more deaths.
Shall I come with you?
No, thank you, Miles, but I will go alone.
Almighty God, we thank thee for our daily bread. Let our bodies be refreshed, but our souls still hunger. Grant, Lord, the blessedness of cool repose to thy servant, Elric. Let his soul be satisfied in the fellowship of eternal bliss. Amen.
Brother Cadfael, I have an idea.
Silence!
This cast that you've made, brother, how if, with Father Abbott's leave, of course, I were to take it to every bootmaker and mender in the town and over the bridge at Frankwell and ask if any of them has memory of a boot that might match it? The wear being so distinctive. Might that not help lead us to Brother Elric's foul murderer?
Well, yes, Oswald, but...
Forgive me, Brother Cadfael. They told me at the gate that I might seek you out. Judith has disappeared. She set out last night for the abbey, but it seems she never reached here. The porter has not seen her. Your Father Abbot, Brother Prior.
Well, might she not be with Sister Magdalene?
You know they had spoken?
Yes. Yes, I've been to Sister Magdalen's lodgings. She has departed, but Judith was never there. Not at the Rose House either, according to the bronzesmith.
Brother Cadfael,
No, leave it, Oswin. Look, just leave it now. Go on, get on with your work.
I trust that Mistress Pearl is safe, sir.
I pray that she is.
So do I. If I'd packed her off with Sister Magdalen, she would be.
Brother, she has been so distraught with guilt. I fear another evil.
Oh, no, Judith would never take her own life. Oh, no. She's far too strong-minded.
The river lies between town and abbey. If she is not here, I know of nowhere else to look.
Come on, you there! We need 2 more over here!
Slowly, you'll see nothing otherwise.
Here, take that corner! Stand there!
It's Judith's. There's no doubt.
That does not prove she is drowned.
Well, what then?
Master Collier, you will help us both by going into town and raising friends and townsfolk for a thorough search. Until we have searched from the English Bridge to Bristol, I will not say your cousin's drowned. You think he wanted her dead?
Of course, if she were, as closest relative, he would inherit everything. Shall we continue upstream? A boat was here.
Fishermen? Lovers?
Well, lovers, one of them was most unwilling. Look how the footmarks are churned and gouged.
Well, we've got no wax cast out of them. Too soft and wet.
What's this?
From a belt?
Yes, or a woman's girdle. If it is Judith's, the bronzesmith would know.
You think she's been abducted?
What, bundled into a waiting boat? Perhaps her cloak lost overboard, her girdle torn in the struggle. Because Judith would have struggled.
There's been no demand for ransom, Captain.
No. All the more reason to find her quickly.
I'm sorry to have to silence you, Judith. I find your voice as bewitching as your smile. But I shall not be long. And it is quite possible to think without speaking. So think, Judith. Think.
Aye. It belongs to the girdle I repaired.
But you have not seen the lady since you returned it to her?
No, brother. Though I'll willingly join the search.
Seems she has warmed your heart a little.
I found her gentle, honest. I'd thought such virtues didn't mix with beauty.
As bronzesmith, do you mix lead?
Lead, brother, no. Copper and tin. Why?
Now, I'll speak plainly with you, Niall. The rose bush in your garden was poisoned with white lead, a form of that metal deadly to all life, even plants in sufficient quantity. Who could have more easily administered it than you? Who was more likely to be stumbled upon by poor Elric?
And why should I kill? Rosebush or monk? What could I gain?
I do not know. But then I know nothing about you.
You have the culprit's boot print, not my boot print, as you well know. And as for lead, well, like the knife you laid before me, it's common enough. You'll even find it in its many forms about an abbey. And now, brother, I shall join the search.
Anything there? Nothing we can see.
Bertred, you're not in the weaving shed now, sneaking from your work. Catch up with the others.
Yes, master.
He searched the river, Master Fuller. Hugh Berengar searches the town. And no doubt he'll also search your sheds. You think I have the lady? I think you wish you had, more than anything.
I have few virtues, brother, but one of them is patience.
The rose was poisoned patiently.
Poisoned?
Could I see your boots?
My boots?
If you wish.
They're brand new, brother. Doubt you could afford them. Any more than could young Master Hind. Brother Cadfael is inspecting footwear today, though he will not tell us why.
Perhaps he believes you have something to hide, Master Fuller.
Where have you been till this time? The others came back 2 hours ago.
Shall I tell you where I've been? Shall I tell you what I know?
Your supper's spoilt.
How would you like to be more than just a servant in this house, Branwen? A gentlewoman.
By listening to you, you're as free with your promises as you are with your hands.
Listen, but don't tell. I know where the mistress is kept. And when I set her free, she'll be, oh, so grateful.
Well, tell me then.
No, I was too harsh on you this morning, Oswin. It was a good thought to show this to all the menders, but I'm afraid we cannot. Because if we do, the murderer may come to hear of it. Then he'll know that we have this proof. He'll destroy every boot and shoe that he possesses.
Yes, brother, I understand. I have heard information, though, of the bronzesmith.
Of Niall?
They say he has a daughter.
Do they?
It's her he visits out at Pulley. Also, they say his wife disappeared.
What, in a puff of smoke?
Some say in the river. 3 years ago at Chester, whereupon he left and has moved from place to place, unsettled ever since.
Oswin, it surely is not in your vows to listen to gossip.
No, brother.
Well, don't let that stop you.
might at least be gracious. You've had long enough now to ponder on my virtues. Mistress Pearl, why do you doubt that within this delightful, handsome exterior, a serious husband is waiting to emerge?
You are a wastrel, which is why your father disowns you.
Mistress Pearl, you cut me to the quick. You know why I've done this? Because I love you.
You do not love me. You love yourself. You covet security and comfort, an easy life.
No, no. Not just that.
What else, then? To prove yourself? I do not doubt you find the prospect of sharing my bed pleasurable, but that is not love.
I could satisfy you more than could Godfrey Fuller. He was sure that you'd be his. He said as much when...
When what?
When the monk was killed. He said, your heart could no longer be fixed within a rose.
And still thought I would give up the past for a future with him.
He has wealth. I have none. Therefore, I had to act. To prepare. And watch. And follow. I had hoped you'd be impressed. Have been carried off.
To a sordid hole such as this, stinking of wool. Your father's wool, your father's warehouse. Even in this, you must make use of him. No, I am not impressed. I do not see you as bold nor romantic. I see you as selfish and stupid.
Do not scold too much, lady. Rather be aware. The door is locked and barred. No means of escape. We are alone here for as long as I wish. If you will not be coaxed or persuaded into marriage, there remains force.
I am not afraid of you. I am the stronger of us, and you know it.
Not in body you're not. And in your body lies your virtue, your honor, your reputation. Marriage by rape is no new thing, Judith. Be it new to you or not. Somebody's out there. Those are the watchman's dogs. Who can know we're here?
Does it matter who? If we are found, how will you explain this folly? You and your crime will be shown for what they are.
Who's there, I say?
Do you expect them to deal gently with you? You are not a child, or so you claim.
Judith, I swear I never meant such harm. I thought you had a fondness for me.
When I showed only indifference?
You have a way of showing even that.
Oh, the fault is mine, then. Well, if there is no longer to be marriage by rape, it would seem you have two choices. Either release or kill me.
Judith. For pity's sake, please do not destroy me.
No, I will not destroy you. Only, I have no will to face the world again just now. So I will make a bargain. Tomorrow, you will fetch a horse and take me secretly to Sister Magdalene at Godric's Ford.
Tomorrow? The place will be alive tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, then, if we are not discovered by then. Once at the convent, I shall take the veil and give everything, all my property, without condition or exception to the abbey. And after that, thank God, I will not be worth pursuing as a wife, either for my body or my wealth. Do this for me, boy, and I will not denounce you.
There he goes, go on, that's it, let him go! Oh, seek.
Brother, is there news of Mistress Pearl?
No, there is not. You are leaving us?
Aye. Once the gossip turns to poison, it's always time to move. I'll pay what rent I owe, never fear.
And your daughter?
What of her?
Do you take her with you?
She's better off where she is. My sister takes good care of her out at Pooley.
Niall, your past is your own affair, but if it's haunting you...
It is the world's affair, brother. The world has made it so.
Then lance the poison. Don't keep it tightly festering.
Do you think it's easy to lay bare guilt and shame? I had a wife, and she did drown, entwined in her lover's arms. For she was not content with me or our babe. Not that she wanted for love or lust. Both I had to offer, but not wealth, not finery. That she sought and found elsewhere with a widowed merchant twice my age. It was no secret. She flaunted it before me, before the town. The merchant liked to walk her by the river, to hold her hand as if he was some golden youth and she, his starry maid. I sought them out. What I intended, God knows. But in his panic to escape, he slipped and fell into the river and took her with him. And though I tried, I could not save her. He lived, of course.
An accident, then? You were fortunate to find justice in such a case.
I was. But the devil still pursues me, brother. In my head. So that...
Brother Cadfael, a body is found in the river.
Washed up on the shores of Abbey Land he may have been, brother. But we cannot take on the laying out of every young workman who ends up in the river, drunk, no doubt. Let his master or his loved ones come and fetch him.
This is Judith Pearl's weaver. You see how he's bruised here?
If he drowned, I would say he was held down less by drink than by something harsh and heavy pressing on his neck. This is the boot that made the print in the soil underneath the vine. I made the cast myself. I know I'm not mistaken. There, you see? Not only the heel worn down on the one side and the toe on the other, but this crack diagonally across the ball of the foot.
So, the river has saved us the cost of a trial, and Bertrand, worse fate than drowning.
And if Bertrand killed Brother Elaric, then he must surely also have poisoned the rose.
Your evidence doesn't lie, Cadfael. Bertrand thought himself a handsome rogue. He wouldn't have been the first craftsman who aimed high to marry the mistress of the house.
A rival, you mean? What do Godfrey Fuller and young Master Hind?
And now he's dead. There's another murderer on the loose.
Brother Cadfael. Miles Collier has come to take away the weaver. There is a servant girl with him, blubbing disgracefully. She asked for you, my Lord Berenger.
He said he knew and would rescue her from where she was held at the wool warehouse.
And he said nothing of this to you, Master Collier?
No, but then Bertrand was all slyness and ambition. Well, now he's paid the price.
And where would you have been when Bertrand was murdered?
At the loom, with my mother, finishing the work he should have completed. Weep for your mistress, Branwen, not that worthless, idle wretch.
Master Collier? You're still here?
Forgive me, brother. I hoped you would return. I have a confession. I have not been frank with you. I knew what Bertrand was about last night. At least, by his manner yesterday, I knew or guessed he was about something. So when he went out after dark, I followed him.
And where did he lead you?
I lost sight of him after he left town by the postern gate. But I suspect he was going to the tenter ground or wool warehouse. He had loitered there that morning. Then I heard the watchman's dogs. In truth, and to my shame, that is why I went no further. I have seen their handiwork before. And then I'm told that he is dead. Which is why I must tell you, brother, there was someone else abroad by the river last night. He passed me, hurrying, and I saw him clearly, though he did not see me. I'm loath to say his name, for I know my cousin has lately spoken kindly of him, where others have not. Niall Bronsmith.
Good night, little one. Sleep well. I'll see you again soon, I promise. Rosalba, when I leave you, don't think that's what I want. I yearn to take you with me. But you need a mother. And there are things in my heart that may never lead to happiness.
Up there. The old counting house, disused for more than a year.
But my men searched the warehouse.
Well, it won't be easily missed.
Not by me.
Young Master Hind would have a key. And if there is any man known to us who need courage from a flask, it would be him. And with that courage, could doubtless have silenced Bertrand. Judith?
Yes, I believe so.
Has he finished her as well?
Should I not take you to the gate?
No.
Judith.
I know my way now. Get home before it is light. Go. I will keep my promise. I will not renege on it.
Forgive me, mistress. You should take care. There are cutthroats in the forest. Where are you bound?
Aye, where are you? Shh.
Ah, it's you, Mistress Pearl. The portress said she heard horses. No. Tomorrow you'll return to Shrewsbury. You cannot keep your people in such anxiety a moment longer. Even if you have promised to spare this idiot youth, Thomas, from the consequences of his folly, though folly is a lighter word than I would give it.
You are too hard on Mistress Pearl, sister. We are not all as bold and sure of ourselves as right-thinking nuns. Pray, let her rest. Save your sound advice till the morning.
Drink your wine.
Your girdle will need mending again, mistress.
May we speak, Master Hind?
You have saved my conscience a journey.
Daughter, we rejoice at your safe return. We have been in great anxiety over you. Come.
Mistress Pearl, I know who kept you prisoner. I have met the castle now. He has confessed.
Confessed? I will not bear witness against him. I promised. Nor will I name his name.
If that is your wish, nor shall I outside this room. Provided I can be certain Thomas Hind's only crime involved you and the counting house. A man was murdered that night. Your weaver, Bertred.
Yes, I know. Niall has told me. My captor did not kill Bertred. I can vouch for that. He was with me.
In which case, Master Bronsmith, there are questions I must ask of you.
Niall?
Mistress Pearl, you will doubtless wish to continue home. If you please, Master Bronsmith.
It is Master Collier's word against mine. I was not by the warehouse or the river.
Ah, but you were packed up, ready to leave Shrewsbury the very next day.
I did not kill Bertred. I was out at Pooley, as I am every night, if I am able. Ask my sister.
Have no fear, I shall.
You have persecuted me since the beginning.
Persecuted? No.
Yes. And now another suspect has proved innocent. You persecute me further. Mine is the only leg you have hold of. And you are determined that the boot be made to fit.
Cadfael? Please forgive me. I must leave you. Bring Niall to my workshop as soon as you've finished your questions.
Mistress Pearl, such a relief to know that you are safe. I trust I may be permitted to escort you.
Judith, I thought I'd lost you forever. Come.
Still patient, Master Fuller?
Still patient.
Sister, are you staying here a while with Judith?
Yes.
While you're here, could you filch something for me?
Filch? I am a nun.
Two things, in fact.
What things?
Two left boots. Who could have wished the rose bush dead? Except someone who had hopes of winning Judith.
Nobody, Cadfael. And it was Bertred, as we have established.
Then why was Bertred killed?
Well, clearly by a rival, as you yourself said but yesterday.
2 murders, then. And 2 murderers.
Yes. What if there were but 1 murderer? What if Bertred did not kill Brother Elric? What if Bertred was never even in the rose garden? Because Bertred, as poisoner of the rose, has worried me. Bold enough for such a deed he may have been, and he's certainly conceited enough, but I doubt if he would have dropped the knife. Sly, cunning men like him don't leave behind such things in panic.
What of this, then?
Oh, this, Hugh. This has been my mistake. I've been fed the bait, and I've swallowed it whole. At least I would have done, if I hadn't seen that Bertred's drowning was no accident.
What do you mean, bait?
Well, suppose Bertred being washed up on Abbey land was intended. Because I will be certain to examine the body and make the boot fit.
These are only borrowed, not stolen. Sorry, the theft took all day.
Which is Bertred's?
This. He alone slept in the weaving shed. That was where I found it.
Well, you see, it's almost worn through, but it's as straight as a lance. Whereas this one is the same as the footprint, same as the wax. Same as the boot taken from Bertred's body. See, even down to the crack across the sole.
What does that prove, brother?
Well, it proves that a man who wears a pair of boots when he's fished out of the river may not be the true owner of those boots. The true owner killed Elric, then murdered Bertred and used him to put us off the scent. Only one other person, apart from you and Oswin, knew that I had that cast. He saw it here in the workshop. And it wasn't Niall Bronzesmith. Mistress, where is Miles?
With her, of course. Last visit to the rose. His thought, not hers. Before the past is padlocked. And our future with it.
I feel we are trespassing.
Your bronzesmith isn't here to complain, cousin.
Oh, he would not complain.
Mother wishes you dead, you know. She thinks you humiliate us by leaving me as foreman in the business that I've run single-handed for so long. Since Edward first fell ill, she thinks you owe me more. Some future certainty of wealth and property. She thinks that I'm more deserving than a mother church already fat with land and gold. If you were to die today, both unmarried and uncloistered, that would be fair.
Miles?
What she does not see, what nobody sees, because they neither look nor imagine, is that your death would also be mine. I'm your cousin, Judith. Therefore, in Mother's eyes, and in the world's, the brother you do not have. Yet I'm not your brother, nor do I desire to be. I look at you with the same eyes as any other man, and have done since before you married Edward. And when he died, I hoped...
Turn away! I did this! No more rose red! No more looking back! That was my message! Look at me!
But of course, I hadn't reckoned on young brother Elric flying out of the darkness.
He's in heaven, Judith. Don't grieve for him or Bertred. Poor Branwen's mourning is enough to bear. You see how foul and devious I've become because of you. How each bloody act solves one difficulty and raises 10 more. But all I wanted was your love. Well, let's anoint these cursed twigs with oil as we anoint each other.
Oh, Miles, for pity's sake!
And let them burn as I will surely burn. At last, our love is tryst. I'm nothing to lose now, Judith. And nothing to gain except what you can give me. Marry me. Say you love and cherish me above all others. Say it. If you're not, you'll burn with me here and now.
Tell me you love me!
How can that make you happy if you know it is not so?
Say it! Say it!
I will not say it! For your soul's sake, I will not say it!
My soul is already lost. Give me what I need for pity's sake, if nothing else.
You are a kind and gentle man gone mad. You would find no pleasure in me, not after this.
Say you love me, but we can leave this place. Now! I worship you, Judith! Don't make me do this!
No,
Master Collier! The law shall have you first. Judith!
I'm sorry, Miles. I'm so sorry.
Judith! Judith!
Will he hang, Cadfael?
Miles Collier? I have no doubt. The law judges the crime, not the man. And he killed twice.
Strange that love can be more dangerous than hate. We're lucky, you and I, that our loving days are over.
Are we? Well, safe journey, sister. And an early return.
If these cuttings of yours do not flourish, I shall be back immediately.
Brother.
Oh, was Niall not with you?
He is seeing Sister Magdalene to the gate.
Oh.
I wish to speak with you alone.
Oh, come in.
Thank you. You have helped me through much doubt and turmoil, brother, and much guilt. And now I need your reassurance yet again.
That you still have much to give, and to be given, and should feel no disloyalty in that? Be reassured. Edward was as wise as he was loving. Unlike me, he would have been quick to see the worth of our mysterious bronzesmith. He would approve of Niall and wish you great happiness together. Though, as to being together, I trust he has told you all his story.
We meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Her name is Rosalba.
Welcome home, Rosalba.
Would Father Abbot approve, Cadfael? Hmm? Monk and matchmaker?
Oh, hardly that. But it's written in the rule. Console the sorrowful and love the young. I think perhaps a pear tree here, don't you? Hmm? Trained low, so the whole family can pick them.